Fala galera, Best Player na área, trazendo mais vídeo pra vocês. E bem galera, no vídeo de hoje estamos aqui no primeiro vídeo Call of Juarez. O jogo tá todo legendado em português, pena que não tá dublado, mas dane-se. Eu já tentei gravar 2 vezes, então bora criar um novo jogo, que esse jogo tá de sacanagem comigo. Normal, ia rolar uma piada aí muito feia, mas eu decidi não fazer a piada, então. Eu não vou cortar os clipes, mas eu confesso em gameplay, ok? Fiquem aí com o clipe enquanto eu vou ajeitar o áudio.
Easy boy.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawman who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Bom, pra quem não entendeu ali, o Silas ali, ele era um caçador de recompensas. Hoje em dia ele não é mais, né? E ele entrou num bar e tá contando uma história, que no caso seria o jogo, de como ele matou Billy the Kid. Eu acho que é bem isso, né? Se eu não me confundir, a história é essa. Eu vou tentar evitar falar na gameplay também, porque o personagem vai estar sempre conversando com a gente, tentando dizer coisas aleatórias. Ou até contando o que a gente está fazendo.
It was about 30 years ago.
Como
Billy was
agora.
hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that son of a bitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day.
2 pistolinhas, gostei.
I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, ha-ha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Pra você também. Mu! Lá. Voltei, galera. É inacreditável a inconveniência das pessoas. 2 ali, ó. Só um red, vai ser red. Mira! Cacete, mira linda. Habilidade, já gastei na habilidade, mano. Tá me atrasado o jogo. Tá me atrasado,
Heard
mano.
the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of
Salvar
deputies
Billy the
surrounded the
Kid e o
entire
bando dele.
homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. that's just what I did.
Caraca, esse jogo é muito show, mano. Pra quem quiser saber, ele tá R$28 na Steam, tá?
As the governor of New Mexico was
E é
paying for the
ótimo
kid's
jogo, pô.
apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
O mundo vai explodir. Não, o bagulho só quebrou mesmo.
I knew that going through that front door meant putting my butt in a shooting gallery, so I decided to get sneaky.
Se o jogo quer, né?
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. Still, one of them reached the water tower.
Ai, ai,
Not a bad idea. Would be a turkey shoot
ai.
from up
Medo
there.
agora, mano. Vai que você vai. Opa, é?
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. The right position is very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Tá, então tem como eu ir lá por baixo e tem como eu roubar e ir pelo
Indeed,
teto.
darling.
Teto,
But where
teto,
was
teto,
I?
teto.
Oh yeah.
Teto é divertido.
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Sou fã. Agora pular de novo, olha o
I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window.
galinha.
Back door! We'll cover you! Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. Their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as bad.
Ai, que cacete. Quando a pessoa tá morrendo nesse jogo, você
They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
fazendo esquivando da última bala que o cara dá. No caso ali tem uma recarga. Deixa eu ver ali aqueles dados daquela câmera. Então, vai ficando cada vez mais difícil.
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
Bora lá.
And like that, I was inside, none the worse
E aí,
for
mano?
wear.
Tá tirando amarradão aí? Tchau.
I passed Dirty Dave, and upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Bolton.
Caraca, tu ganha XP até pra tirar nisso. Ele daqui, Ed.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Billy daqui de
Yeah,
my
sort
brother.
of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
Papei aqui, ó. Papei.
I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
E mano.
That's when Charlie got hit.
Charlie bateu.
They're catching us in a
Charlie, ele era
crossfire,
tão
shouted
novo.
Billy.
Por que vocês fizeram?
Get to the other side.
Queria você ver o Charlie. O Charlie era Charlie. Ele era só o Charlie. Ai, que olha o corpo do Charlie bugado. Ele é só uma criança, pequena. Olha a mão dele bugada ali pra fora. Ai, coitado do Charlie. Esse daí não foi feliz.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatlin, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention.
Poor sons of bitches are done for!
He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
E cara,
What are you
uma
saying,
porta
old
andante?
man? Jack,
Porta ambulante?
joshing with you.
Yeah, he
no.
better be.
Mr. Graves, please continue.
Dá level up aqui. Sim, eu quero, tio.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
F, ataque por caralho, né?
Making my way past the castle of fallen foes.
Devia estar de pistola.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
Câmera lenta,
Finally, I had the stables within my reach. You're dead. After the fight, maybe we could treat ourselves to some fried chicken. And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Sheriff Pat Garrett. Sheriff Pat Garrett. Pat Garrison. Pat Garrison usa drogas. Só pode usar drogas.
You challenged him to a show.
Garrison aí.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Duelo, ferrou. Manter o foco em cima dele, essa parte que eu já joguei. Desculpa aí, galera, mas eu já tentei gravar isso várias vezes. Deu foco. De foco, né?
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
99
Is that what that Penny Dreadful
de
said?
foco, mano.
No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
Vai, de novo. Não sei porque eu gastei isso, mas... sei lá, né? Ali, a cabeça da abóbora tava estourada. Ainda tá.
Stepped inside, and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Tá, galera, espero que vocês tenham gostado desse vídeo aí. Se gostaram, dá like, favorito, inscrevam-se no canal, ripa na chulipa. Se vocês querem que eu continue essa série que tá muito foda, esse jogo é muito foda. Tô me espreguiçando enquanto eu falo isso. Dá um like aí. E, mano, mamilos, tetas transgênicas voadoras no ar, voando e flutuando e tchau.